those around them. Alliance
All right, we're just going to jump in and wait for Sebastian. Friends, it's a special Jesse and Tati live stream. Sebastian Maniscalco will be joining us soon. I'm going to pee first. Oh.
He's going to get Harrah's a week from Friday. So,
it changes who we are. At San Diego Zoo Safari Park, we see moments every day. Moments that spark change. Moments that don't just make us dream for a better future. They inspire us to make one. A moment can change a lifetime. Find yours at the
where's that coming from? Where is that sound coming from? Hi, Dennis. You don't want to do the pee-pee dance. Good morning. Good morning. Who's on here? If you're here, put an emoji in the comments and say good morning. We're going to have a special guest on here this morning. Did Jesse already say who it was? Dude, I didn't even draw my eyebrows. I should probably draw my eyebrows.
All right, he in there. You ready to go?
Am I ready?
Let's go on. Let me get my questions ready here.
Dennis was asking what kind of Farmer Johns you were wearing at the 90s party.
Who's asking?
Dennis.
I don't even know. I think those
You've never seen overalls, Dennis? He was wearing overalls. Everyone, what?
Yeah, it was wearing overalls, and they had like shorts in them and stuff too. Like they were like, hold on, let me see some of these. Hey, what's up, guys? Oh, Dennis Goulias, love you. All right, buddy. We're gonna have let's bring on Sebastian Maniscalco. All right, let's do it.
Oh, they were short.
Oh, buddy.
Hey.
What's up, Sebastian?
What's going on? How you doing?
Oh, buddy, good to get you on. How easy is this? You don't have to call us on the phone or try to come to the radio studio all early. You can just zoom it in.
I like the old radio used to do the call in. You didn't get to see the people. I kind of like the whole visual vibe I'm getting now.
We're with you. We were doing this right when the pandemic started. We were already starting to become antisocial. And when the pandemic started and it was like, oh, you can just do every interaction with people on the computer. We looked at each other like, oh shit, yes.
Do it. Let's do it.
Sebastian, I want to ask you, first of all, excited about your show. I want to bring up your ticket information. This may be a wasted interview because I'm looking at your tickets right now and it says they are going fast, only a few left. If we could sell them out in the middle of the stream right now, that would be pretty legit.
I'm not necessarily on here to sell tickets. I was just a little lonely today, and I'm like, you know what? Let's talk.
Whatever, Sebastian. Whatever. No.
It's
just sell tickets. We're talking to you guys. No, our star listeners are pretty amazing. They're like, wait, Sebastian's in town. Why are we not there? What's happening? Yeah. There's a lot of people coming through San Diego lately, and I don't know. Sometimes people are not finding out, and then after the fact, they hit us up like, why didn't we know? So. Now they know. They have no reason to say that they didn't know.
Yeah.
What's your San Diego stereotype? I heard someone the other day talk about they came to San Diego and they freaked out because we put French fries in our burritos.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I mean, I've been coming to San Diego for 25 years and I've never had French fries in the burritos. So
dude, it's called a California burrito. And it's like a carne asada burrito. It's like the same thing, but then they put French fries in it. And they call it the California burrito. And I thought it was like a California. This is San Diego. Like someone came straight from TJ across the border, introduced us to that, and it never made it farther than San Diego. It's like our thing.
All right, I guess I gotta have the only thing I now that I have kids that I need to go back to San Diego for is and I think Legoland might be around you guys. Am I right on that?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yes.
So, we plan on making a weekend out of Legoland, which should definitely parlay itself into more comedy.
Sebastian,
yes,
how old are your kids?
And you know what I think about? Well, the thing that's surprising about Legoland that you'll see is that they have all these areas where you can there's just a pile of Legos, and they'll say build a boat, and then we have this little water ramp thing that you can build your little Lego boat, and then you can stick it on that and test it out. They have all these little stations all over Legoland, and so you think that's for the kids until your wife is like, "Hey, can we go? Can you stop building it? Let's do." You see more adults standing there building the Legos and shit while they're standing in Legoland. You'll see that it's not just for kids. Anybody that messes with Lego their whole life ends up messing around with the toys there.
How old are your kids, Sebastian?
I have a daughter who's 6 and a son who's 4. So I think that's a good age for the Legoland experience. And now that I know that there's adult activities there, I might stay a week.
I don't even know if they're adult activities. We just end up doing them.
Do they understand who you are? Do they understand what you do? Do they even get the magnitude of, what exactly dad? Or are you just dad to them? I sometimes wonder how these households run with hilarious comedians coming home, and the kids are just like, whatever, dad.
Yeah, I don't think they know that daddy goes on stage and makes people laugh. But I'm just dad to them. I don't think they kind of grasp the whole concept of entertainment and movies. I mean, they know I'm in movies, but like growing up, I grew up in Chicago. So when I met people who are in movies, I thought that was like a different world. Since they're living in it, they probably just think it's just a normal routine that, oh, daddy's going to be in whatever, the Super Mario Brothers. It's just like, well,
you'll truly know, Sebastian. You'll know when they get a little bit older. I have a Tati, and I have adult children as well. I have a 21-year-old daughter, and when she got to about like 15 or 16, she could figure out, oh, my dad's on the radio, he does this or that or whatever, but it still wasn't cool to her. And one time she came home from school and she was like, "Hey, Dad, we were talking about this at lunch today, but we figured out that you are definitely within the top 15 coolest dads of our school." And it was like the coolest compliment for 3 seconds until I'm like 15? There's so like, where am I in the 15? Am I 11? Am I close to breaking the top 10? Like, where am I at? And then I ruined her life with that question for 2 years, because every single time something would happen to one of her friends' parents, I'd be like, is he in the top 15? Does he get knocked down? Do I move up the line? Like, where do I go? It doesn't get better. Enjoy this time right now is basically what we're saying.
Yeah, when they're oblivious and don't care.
All right. I mean, I'm wondering too where you fall. Is it 1?
Well, dude, here's what happened. No, she said 11th, right? And then what happened? Number 1, I asked her, give me perspective, who's number 1? And it was Mike McCoy, who at that time was the head coach of the San Diego Chargers. And so I was like, okay, I like that bar. I like knowing what's up there. Okay, cool. Well, he got fired eventually, like all Chargers head coaches did. And when he got fired, at that time, I had met him a couple times. I'd met his family, really cool dude. When he got fired, I felt really bad for him because he's got a family and bills to pay, blah, blah, blah. But the first thought I had in my head was, do I move up on the fucking list a little bit now? This guy lost his job. He's not even in the NFL right now. Do I move up? And I bugged my daughter. I swear, she regretted saying that to me as like a freshman. I was killing her about that all the way through senior year. I don't know. Anyways. Hey, buddy, really quick, I want to remind everyone, July 28th, Sebastian Maniscalco going to be at Harrah's. The tickets are on sale. I'm looking on the website right now. It says they're going really, 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 really fast. Let me ask you, since you do everything, Sebastian, golly, I don't know. I've seen you in movies. I've seen you hosting the VMAs. You've literally done it all. What is your world like right now with this crazy strike? What are you allowed to do? What are you not allowed to do?
Well, I mean, fortunately, live entertainment is kind of my bread and butter. So the acting, writing, and what have you is kind of secondary for me. I mean, I support the actors and the writers in their quest to get a fair deal. I'm one of them. But I mean, I spent 25 years doing stand-up comedy, so I did do a show recently with Chuck Lorre, which is going to be on Max, called How to Be a Bookie, which I play it's a comedy, half-hour comedy about a bookie in Los Angeles. So that's, we shot all 8 episodes. We're just waiting for an air date on that, and hopefully we'll get a second season. But
you're not in the middle of like writing your opus and you're ready to like turn the corner and here it is, my life's work. You're not worried or in a bad place where this is going to get in the way of that or anything.
No. I mean, I co-wrote the movie I was just in called About My Father, but I'm not sitting over here going, oh yeah, we're doing a sequel, and then we got this, that, and the other going on. It's just I'm concentrating right now primarily on my live show and getting ready to go on a big tour next year, and then doing some podcasting. So yeah, the writing and acting thing, I like it. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely exercising a different muscle as far as like, going on a movie set, especially comedy. You don't know whether or not the stuff is funny. I mean, you go do a live show and right there immediately, okay, this is working. But then you do a movie and I'm looking around going, nothing, like I'm looking.
So you need instant feedback is what you're saying. You like the energy of the crowd. And do you ever feel like you got the bubble guts before you go up there? Do you still get nervous?
No, I don't get necessarily nervous. I mean, I used to have a little bit of anxiety when I first started out, just because, just like anything else, when it's new, you don't know how things are going to go. I mean, I've been doing it so long now that, I feel really comfortable on stage, more comfortable on stage than, really anywhere else. So yeah, no, I did have a little bit of a problem on Jimmy Fallon. This was about, I'd say 6 years ago. I was entertaining people backstage. My wife was there, my mother-in-law, my mom, everybody was kind of backstage, and I was making sure everybody was all right. And then I went on to do my 5-minute set on Fallon, and a minute in, I go blank. This never happened before. I literally shut down. I forget my act. And it's on cue cards. If you get like lost, it's on cue. I can't even see the cue cards. I'm that scrambled. So
what happened?
I don't know. I had like a brain fart for about 12 seconds. I'm looking at the band. The band's looking at me going,
we don't know your joke.
You don't know it.
Wow.
Thank God they cut that part out, because I was so nervous that they were going to leave it in. They cut it out and they pieced it together. It looked seamless. But then when I went back on Fallon, I had asked Fallon, can you pull up that clip? And could we show the audience what happened the last time I was here? So they showed that 12-second silence. And it was, I mean, when I watched it, I was like, I turned white. It was probably one of the worst things I've ever.
Wait, why'd you ask him to see it? We just, it's so funny. So we just hosted a concert on Friday, and they asked us to fill for 5 minutes. And we were at that point only going up for about 30 seconds before then. And I don't think I did well filling for the 5 minutes. And so I kind of left the stage hating the rest of the night or whatever, being kind of pissed off. Why did you want to see that again?
I have video of it, and I told him I'll send it to him so he can see that it's not as bad as he thinks it is, and he doesn't want to see it.
No, I just wanted to show, like, sometimes it doesn't always go the way you planned. And, sometimes everybody thinks, it's just, they go on stage and then they make people laugh. I just wanted to show the other side of, entertainment, where it might not go the right way. And I don't know. I did it more for, hey, like I'd like to revisit my mistake and show people that sometimes we're all, we're not perfect. We all make mistakes.
That's why people.
I love that. That's why I'm asking, because we're all really just, that's why, I asked you if you get nervous, and I'm sure it's a comfortable place for you. So with podcasts, do you like podcasting? Because everyone always says, yeah, podcast is in a whole, there's acting, there's writing, there's comedy. Podcasts, people are doing big things with their podcasts. How's that going? Like, what's that experience for you?
For me, it was never about like making money. It was Pete and I, who was another comedian, Pete Corielli, started it 10 years ago because we like talking to each other on the phone. And we might like making people laugh. So we just like, let's do a podcast once a week. We'll get on, we'll goof around a little bit. So I don't know why this is happening. I got this dinging.
All good.
I'm supposed to put this on focus, right? There's an option where you could put it on focus. So there's no, I don't know. I'm 50. I don't know what I'm doing. So,
and so like I went on to go get tickets for your show that when you're here, and it's funny you just said how old you are. I looked at the picture and I was like, okay, did you pick this picture? Who picked this picture? Because I see that you are a grown man here on with us live, and then in this picture, you look like you just started comedy. Like it was a while ago.
I gotta find out what picture they're using. Then I mean, basically, you're saying I look old, which is nice.
Yeah, it felt like to me too. Well, really I want to give you a heads up. My harshest critic, my daughter Savannah, she has sent me multiple links of your stand-up. And I have thoughts in my head when she sends them to me. So if he is still relating to 21-year-olds, can I still do that? Because I feel like I've lost that. But you do a really good job, dude. And I don't know if that's something you intentionally do or if it's the people in your life that keep you younger. But man, you are like an age chameleon in that way. You're for all audiences.
Well, I appreciate it. I often think that myself. Like, do you kind of age yourself out of a certain generation? Like I'm 50. Can I relate to someone in their 20s or 30s or what have you? I'm in a different point in my life. I got a family. I got kids now. I used to talk about, going out on dates and being single. So, yeah, it's nice to hear, because, I guess you take your audience kind of on a journey with you. You get them and then you kind of take them with you, and you're wondering, in the newer generations, are they liking the material? What are they listening to? Are they listening to old stuff? Are they listening to the newer stuff? So it's nice to hear the 21-year-olds are on board.
Oh, bro, they're all in. Well, tickets are on sale if you want to see Sebastian Maniscalco. It's July 28th. He's doing 2 shows at Harrah, 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. Looks like the first show, the 7 p.m., you may not even have a chance to get those tickets. We'll see it selling out as we're doing this interview. But thanks for taking time with us this morning, buddy. It was really cool to talk to you.
I appreciate it, guys. You have a nice summer, and I'll see you at Legoland.
That's right. See you, Sebastian. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, Sebastian.